If you want to know how to hang doors by yourself, well, today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how you can do it, save yourself some time and aggravation, and so we can hang these doors on that truck. So I'll show you how. Let's get to it. All right, first things first is we got to get a set of hinges that are all good. Now, these were all the bushings in the hinges are all good, but some of them were kind of like out and not, they were sitting on the shaft and not in place like this one, especially. This one was all the way up here. These, what I found to do it is this. This is a 9mm wrench, and it fits right on the shaft perfectly and gives you enough where you can take the little hammer and give it a tap and tap it back in place. And they'll stay in place, and they're designed, you can see there's a stud on one, there's a flap on top and a barbed piece on the bottom to keep them in place. So this one sits in like this, okay, flat side down. That's the way they go. So this is driver's side, and this is just a regular hinge. This is just the bottom hinge. This is passenger side. As you can see, it's going to go in like this, flat on top, okay, bushings. And same thing. And this one is driver's side. All right, and this one is passenger side, and this is, and all the bushings are intact, and you want to make sure, see, the bushings like that, like this. Now these aren't the brand new, but they're all in there good, and they all solid bushings on all four, on all both sides, on all, and they were half of them are hanging out, so I put them back in place. Now the easiest way I know to do this to get the most access is we're lucky enough we can just take this fender off, because I just got it held on by 1 bolt and 2 bolts in the front. So I can just take this out and get this out of my way so I can get here to do this. Now you can do this 2 different ways. I'm basically going to use, I think I'm going to use that one just to support it in place. I probably, well, I don't know. Maybe that one, because it rolls any direction I need to go. And the trick is you just got to support it because you're doing this by yourself. Now they make those tools that, you know, they're like $180, and my buddy's got one. And it's really cool. I mean, it holds it up there, and you just got to like do a little ratchet here. Just, you can get it anywhere you want it, and I ain't got that. So we're going to do this old school. I'm going to show you how. We'll put that temporarily right there. All right. Since I got access, I think I can do this. Yeah, we'll just do this. Set it on the floorboard and basically just, that would help. All right, make sure that your switch is open so you can get a hold of it. Okay, so she's basically going to sit there by herself, I think. Yeah, so now we just got to get a couple bolts in there to hold it in place so we can start playing with it. Okay, the hinge with the spring on it goes on top. The reason why that is you see this right here? This one with the thread on it. Now this one has a specific hole that it comes through, an empty hole. It comes from the backside into the hinge. So that's the easy way you can tell you're putting them on wrong. That thread has to be on the top, and it has to be towards the inside so you can come through from the inside by the dash. But that's pretty important information to know right there. And that is why I keep all these bolts, because you're going to need them again. So every body bolt that's like this, I keep those so that I have them to use when I need them. Sometimes you got to wiggle them in just a little bit. There we go. Okay, now those are just lightly put in. This is not a final set, because I'm going to show you why probably here. Well, actually not too bad. Put a little rubber in there. A little bit of adjustment, needs to go up a little bit. There's a couple ways we can do this. The striker is a little bit off, So we can fix that there. This line is off. So we're about a quarter. There, to adjust the striker, it's pretty simple. There's a plate back here that hangs it to the B-pillar, and you can see before we get this moving where it was, and we know we need to come out and up a little bit. So there we go. Okay, then we can just that's about where we need right there. Okay, so let's tighten this back down. All right, and we'll shut the door. And then I would say that's pretty good. Now we need to come out this way a little bit. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open it back up and we're going to move it out. All right. So we know we got our height right. So we need to bring it out this way. So we'll loosen it back off again. Yep, and then we'll move out as far as it'll go. So up and out. All right. Let's tighten this back down. I know I ain't got no rubber on there. Probably need to find one with some rubber on it so that I know that it's setting right. But for right now, for all intents and purposes, now we're pretty good. We're good this way. And we're good this way. So the lines line up. Okay. Now what I'm looking for here is this line right here being pretty good. And she's a little low on this end. And the gap's a little bit too much up here. So we need to adjust this up a little bit so that the gap on the door is right. And then we can adjust here, and we can adjust here, and we can adjust here, and get this kind of where we want it. And then we'll set the fender back on and check it with the fender. So there we go. All right. Now, okay, get you some better view here. All right, so yep, there we go. Okay, so line good till we get up in here, then line wide. Okay, so we need to loosen this off a little bit so it'll move. All right, yep, they just moved. Did I ever tell you about the paint stick trip? Did I ever tell you about the paint stick trick? Okay, we want to protect the gap back here on the cab, right? So, seems like a paint stick is about the best gap gauge there is. And so, we're just pulling, oop, there went one. Okay, so, yeah, all right, that's going to be troublesome for me. I'm going to have to get something. I'm going to have to get a striker with some rubber on it. Okay, I got them. Got it kind of where I want it. I got it tightened down. Take the jack off. And let's see if the gap edge worked. All right. She's actually just now a tad high. Okay, so I like that. I like that idea. Now I got to do something about this. So I got to do something about that striker real quick so I can get a good read on this. So what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it in tape. Shut up. I know, but that's all I got right now. Okay, I'm not telling you to do that, but that's shrinkable tape, and I put the torch to it to harden it up. But right now, that's what I got. Boom. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. She don't move. Okay, now she's still just a hair off. Okay, so we'll adjust that striker one more time. Okay, loosen it off and just give it a tap down. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, now gappage. She's had some work done. Okay, let me put it that way. So she's kind of squirrely, but we'll get that straightened out. But up here, gap is pretty good. All right, now, if you don't feel comfortable with this gap, because you know there's going to be a rubber seal in there that goes up against it, and I got to fix that right there. That's not really big of a deal. The edges are a little bit oomphed, but other than that, if you feel like you need to adjust this more, you can always, because right now it kind of goes up on the deal. So she's still a little bit low, okay? So the striker is right. So she's still sitting a little bit low. So now, since we know it's a little bit low, we're going to go back to our jack. Okay. And we want to eyeball like that. Okay. See how that line's lining up? All right. So now on these, we're going to loosen these off one more time, right? And let them, basically, I think I'm going to just loosen these off. The ones against the body, let them kind of adjust. Because there's a lot of movement in there. So we're going to zip these loose, let it settle, zip them back in, and put the jack down and see where we are. Because as soon as we take these off, they're going to move. See? Just like that. I actually took the truck down with it. Let down my jack. Close my door. Check my line. Line is good. Check my gap. Gap is good. So it's this one and this one, the two on the inside, and then there's a hole right here. Right here. Get you, so there's a hole right here, see? And that gets you to a bolt from the inside that goes to the... Looky there, looky there. Okay. Okay, and now I just quickly put the front fender on, which she's not bolted down the bottom. She just got one bolt here and two bolts in the front. But, so, body line. Okay, so we're getting pretty close. All right, so that's how you hang a door close, you know, to where you need to be. So it'll open and close nice and easy, where it's not, we're not having to lift it up and throw it on the striker. So it just back and forth a couple times. And make sure and check your work against the body line here, and check your work against where your fender is going to lie here. And if you're pretty close right there, you're pretty close. And close enough for me is good enough for government work. So if you're still here, smash that like button. That like button helps this channel a whole bunch. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I appreciate all you guys watching. You guys have a great day, because a great day today can mean doors hung tomorrow and another step forward to being driving your baby. Y'all be good.